It takes a lot of different characters, a lot of different personalities, a lot of different players. It needs luck. It needs bounces your side. It needs luck with injuries. The right guy to step up at the right time. It needs goaltending. It needs coaching. It needs management to bring the team together. It needs great families around these guys to support them. It needs the fans to support you, the city. I had a little plan in my head. Couldn't put the jersey on until we scored that third goal. I kept it in my hands like, am I putting this on again? I was looking at it, like, all right, please, let me put this on one more time, please.
Jim Rutherford was hired as general manager in the summer of 2014 with the expectation that the former Penguins goaltender could bring the Stanley Cup back to the city of Pittsburgh. But after another disappointing playoff exit, Rutherford was tasked with overhauling his roster.
Well, he identified that the Penguins needed more youth and speed in their lineup. Obviously, it takes time to change a team to the extent that he was able to change it.
We knew we had to make changes. We knew that we needed to make our team faster. So I was searching around for different guys that might come available. We set out this off-season to bring in some more skill on the wing and some more speed. And I certainly think we covered that by adding Phil Kessel. I've done a lot of homework on this, and I've talked to a lot of people. Kessel was our main target. I think he's a misunderstood guy. He's a really good guy that really cares.
He was able to not have to worry about being the face of the franchise. He had to worry about playing well and scoring goals.
It's a great city. This is a sports town, and everyone knows that. You know, I came from a big hockey market in Toronto, and you know the fans here though they're unbelievable. They're great, and it's a lot of fun to play here.
And we were looking to add character to our team. Cullen, Fear, Bonino.
Every trade you go through, it's bittersweet. Even though it was only a year in Vancouver, there were some great guys on the team, and you kind of sit back and think about where you're going and the team you're going to. And when I did learn it was Pittsburgh, I was so excited.
Coming to join the team was exciting for me, a little scary coming from the enemy, but yeah, I was very excited.
You know, I was kind of starting to think that it was probably going to be the end of the road, and yeah, Jim called and, do you got the fire to play still? It didn't take too long to make a decision after that.
Well, I think a lot of what bugged the Penguins at the end of last year was bothering the Penguins at the beginning of this season.
Canadians start the season 4-0. Pittsburgh 0-3, still looking for their first points of the year.
Our goaltender was great. We had good team defense. We weren't giving up many goals, but we weren't executing offensively.
Well, definitely not in sync. Frustration starting to build.
And it wasn't one or two guys. It was, 10 or 12 guys that were at career lows.
Their captain, Sidney Crosby, was struggling mightily to generate offense, which is just hard to believe.
We were great in spurts. We would have a great period, we'd have a great game, and then we would find a way to screw it up.
And the Pittsburgh Penguins have fallen again.
It's really hard to put a finger on exactly what wasn't working for our team.
The Penguins, back-to-back losses.
I think consistency was probably the thing we struggled with the most. It felt like we always took one step forward and two steps back.
I think in terms of their organizational identity, Pittsburgh's got to find one here in a hurry.
We went through quite a few down times early in the season.
Pascal Dupuis, we have learned just prior to the start of the game, will not play for the Penguins tonight.
After 3 years of injury setbacks and recurring blood clots, doctors felt it was time for Pascal Dupuis to consider retirement.
I don't like that retired term. Right. So we're going to say I'm on long-term IR for the rest of my career.
Well, when you lose a guy like Pascal Dupuis, you're losing the heart and soul, really, of the Pittsburgh Penguins.
I think he just embodied what Pittsburgh is to be here and live here and how they play the game, how they expect people to do things. He's a hard worker. He's a guy that goes out there and does whatever it takes for your team to win.
I was sad, because I know how much he loves the game, and he wasn't stopping on his terms when he wanted to.
It's hard as a hockey player when you're not able to be out there. You sort of put into words what he's meant to you as like a teammate and a friend throughout your career for a really long time now.
I don't know if I could get through it, to be honest with you.
It was tough because he knew his career came to an end there when he couldn't play anymore. But we kept him around. He helped the coaches. He helped his teammates. He's always an inspiration.
The support that they've given me when I had to be done as well, and still feel like I'm a player, but obviously I'm not.
With Dupuis on the sidelines and the team floundering, Jim Rutherford decided to make a change behind the bench.
The Pittsburgh Penguins have made a coaching change. I want to thank Mike Johnson for his contribution to this team.
Anytime you have somebody lose a job, that's a tough thing, but it had to happen here in Pittsburgh and they needed a change.
Over the last couple of games, I saw a team that did have more fight in their game, but I look at this snapshot over the first 27 games and felt that we've underachieved. We will present the new coach to you tomorrow. It's going to be Mike Sullivan.
The overwhelming emotion was just excitement at an opportunity to be an NHL head coach with a team that had some real potential. I've got a ton of respect for the players that are in that room and what they've accomplished. I think we have a chance to be a great team, but we have to show that through our actions.
Somebody said to me shortly after Mike Sullivan became the coach that he was the alpha male that the Penguins needed.
Let's push the pace here. Sid, you're going to carry your puck. One left, this way.
So all of a sudden you had this guy on the ice in practice with his booming voice.
You ready, Nick? You ready? Here we go. Go.
Who had an absolutely clear idea of what this team should be.
Do it right. Speed. Speed. Get over.
As soon as we had maybe our first practice, I remember how much fun it was shooting pucks on net and scoring goals, that there was just something that was lifted when there was a change.
If you need a left winger, let me know, I'm ready. Yeah, it's fine.
It really transformed our team from one that was sort of floundering to find an identity to one that was really driven with a lot of guys that were hungry to make a difference.
Sullivan, who had coached the Wilkes-Barre Scranton Penguins before being promoted to Pittsburgh, knew he had difference makers on the other end of the state.
I've been begging for years for this team to get some young forwards to inject themselves.
Brunako gets a step, his shot, scores! Back over to Sheary comes, he fires, and he scores!
If you're going to build a franchise in today's National Hockey League, you're going to have that farm full of a lot of good roosters.
When you already know a system and you know a coach, it was really easy for us.
We were a really good team in Wilkes-Barre. We won a lot of games early on in the season. I knew how good they were, and I knew they were capable of playing in the NHL.
And not just be up here and be happy to be in the NHL, but say, damn it, I belong here, and I can be a difference maker.
And centering pass, score! Connor Sheary scores his first NHL goal! Matt Murray gets his first career win in the National Hockey League.
Sheary's been waiting for this one for a while.
Wilson a shot. Yes, it's a goal for Scotty Wilson. His first goal in the National Hockey League.
I mean, we all just embraced the opportunity and just went with it, and we didn't really realize we were playing in the NHL. We just kind of played hockey, and that was probably the most important thing.
That energy and that enthusiasm that they brought to our team was infectious.
Some of the young guys are fighting to make a name for themselves. Some of the older guys are fighting to prove that we are good here still.
You slowly develop an identity of how you want to play, and when you start to combine that with winning some games, everyone kind of feels pretty confident.
I commend you guys. That effort was solid. We can turn this thing into a run here. In 2 weeks, all of a sudden, we could be in a totally different spot.
To help with the run, Jim Rutherford collected additional assets to help strengthen the Penguins.
I was just excited for a fresh start. I think I came at a time where everybody was excited for a fresh start.
Sometimes guys get in certain situations that it just doesn't fit for them. Players need second chances, and a lot of guys got second chances here.
Shortly after another acquisition, Carl Aglin, who Mike had coached in New York, so had some familiarity.
Coach Sully called me right away and said he was a big part of getting me traded here.
I think as you're aware, with the rumors out there, we've acquired Justin Schultz, defenseman from Edmonton.
Hey.
All right, Mike. Sorry. Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you.
How's everything?
Good.
Yeah? How's your travel in?
It's good.
Yeah.
Good to be here finally.
Yeah.
You know, it's a pretty cool team to get traded to. I watched them a lot growing up.
So to play with guys like Sid, Gino, it was pretty cool.
Schultz closing in. Over to Kessel, the shot. He scores!
As we added the new pieces, you know, when you added Daly and you added Hagelin and you added Schultz, and then you brought the guys up from Wilkes-Barre, I think our team got a lot faster.
He shoots and scores! Incredible individual effort! Scores!
Crosby shot and scored! Sidney Crosby!
Sidney Crosby started to be Sidney Crosby again. And all of a sudden, it was just what we've seen in the past, vintage Crosby.
Crosby shooting, he scores! Sidney Crosby has been on a rampage.
He's the best player in the world.
Oh, slap me, silly Sidney!
I think it's pretty safe to say that Sidney Crosby's back.
He just basically said with his play, come follow me, because we're getting it done.
We need everybody here. We can't have a single passenger.
We figured out how we had to play, and it worked.
Down low for a shot, score! Yeah!
We had comeback victories, which we didn't have at all last year.
Oh, and it's raining hats here at Consol Energy Center.
We became a smart team. We became a resilient team.
Injuries to top players, Evgeny Malkin and Marc-Andre Fleury, tested Pittsburgh's resiliency and solidified their depth.
It gave an opportunity to other players to step in and really contribute and really be part of this team.
Embrace the race. We are in a race here. Let's embrace this process and have fun with it.
He tickles the twine!
We had the team that was going to be hard for other teams to beat, that other teams wanted nothing to do with us. It was an awesome feeling going into the playoffs, feeling like we were the hottest team in the NHL.
The Penguins won 14 of their final 16 games and faced the rival New York Rangers in the Stanley Cup playoffs for the third straight season.
The Penguins threaten all the way to the bitter end, but the season will end for the Pittsburgh Penguins. The Rangers have won Game 7.
I felt the Penguins needed the Rangers in the first round because that was the team that ended your season 2 straight years.
Hagelin, right circle, turns, shoots, he scores! He scores! Carl Hagelin wins the series for the New York Rangers!
The Rangers are someone that's been a bit of an Achilles heel for us as a team the past couple of years.
You just can't get instant payback or gratification for what happened. They felt like they needed to slay that dragon.
Looking at our roster, it was a different team, a different confidence, a different belief.
Matt Murray had been injured in the final game of the regular season against the Flyers. We know that Marc-Andre Fleury is on the comeback trail from a concussion, but no one's really said that he's been cleared to play.
Marc-Andre Fleury, who missed the last 5 games of the regular season with a concussion, will not play, will not dress tonight. And the Penguins in goal will go to Jeff Zakoff, who will make his NHL playoff debut.
I kind of had a general idea just from talking to Flower. Mark and I are close, and he texted me. He just wanted to give me the heads up that I would probably be getting the start.
The gold rush to the Stanley Cup begins tonight.
My heart was racing. I was excited, though. You want to be able to deliver for your team.
There's a shot by Hayes, and that's a big save by Zakoff with a right pad on Kevin Hayes. There's another chance, and another opportunity, and another save by Zakoff.
They came out hard. We were able to weather the storm.
To Jeff Zakoff, making the big saves early, and the fans love it. After goes Sheary, threw it in front, off the stick of the goal. Marquette scores!
We got a huge goal there at the end of the first, and I think that just took a huge weight off of our shoulders going into the intermission.
Knocked away, Crosby's open, lead pass, he's got it, breakaway. Coming against Leonard, shoots and scores!
The shot is blocked by Hornquist. What a great feed, 2-0 Pittsburgh.
There is nobody that loves the game of hockey more than Patrick Hornquist. I mean, I wouldn't be surprised if he sleeps with his skates on.
He plays with more energy than I've ever seen, and sometimes you don't know where he gets it. He comes in the morning, he's already yelling.
Come on, boys, come on! Boys, let's play quick turn.
Every night you know what he's going to bring.
Top of the right circle, shooting a puck loose in front, knocked in, right in front, the Penguins have jammed that puck in the net. Hornquist again on the play around the goal.
What he does on a nightly basis is so difficult, the beating he takes in front of the net.
Watching him work that hard, it's contagious throughout our entire team.
Hornquist looking for the hat trick, he scores! The Pittsburgh Penguins have won Game 1. Jeff Zakoff mobbed by his teammates.
I knew he was put in a tough position. He definitely rose up to it and had a fantastic game.
Zach's been an unbelievable soldier for this team.
They were a team that had beaten us the last couple of years. kind of had our number in playoffs, and I just wanted to get the series started off on the right foot.
Evgeny Malkin returned from injury in Game 2, but the Rangers rode a second period surge to even the series. As the scene shifted to New York, a healthy Matt Murray made his NHL playoff debut under the bright lights of Madison Square Garden.
Given the circumstances the Penguins were in, realizing that they had to sort of overcome these playoff demons, he was the perfect guy because he's so calm.
It's a pretty big stage to have your first playoff game and playing against another one of my idols across the ice in Henrik Lundqvist.
First playoff start in his career at Madison Square Garden. A lot of pressure. And we're underway in Game 3.
Not only the nerves, but the excitement. You just want to get the game started. And once that puck drops, everything just kind of settles down.
Zuccarello, 7 across, Stefan, save! They set it up and a quick shot stopped by Murray, who read that play beautifully.
He's a quiet guy, but he's confident.
He never wavered the way he played. It was just like a confidence that he had always.
Kessel threw it in front, they score! A power play goal to tie the game at 1-1. Comes behind the defense, he walks in, shoots, scores! Matt Gullet beats Henrik Lundqvist, and the Penguins lead 2-1.
Penguins played really well defensively, but then they also started to really find their game in terms of that speed and the ability to generate offense off the rush.
The Penguins win it 3-1 behind Matt Murray's Stanley Cup playoff debut.
We need controlled emotion. Let's remember how we played the last game. That's the type of game we got to play.
Anytime you have a goalie like Lundqvist, he can be a difference maker. We knew that we had to make it hard on him.
Coming to the Rangers in, a long shot, save made, rebound, score, and the Penguins strike first and take a 1-0 lead.
Our relentless attack is something that we've always worked on and preached on.
Down the left wing, wrist shot, hey, shoots and scores.
We jumped out right away and played some really good hockey off the hop. By doing that, gave ourselves a lot of good looks at Lundqvist and got rebounds and got in his face.
Malkin who fires, scores! Another power play goal! And Pittsburgh leads by 4.
Guys were flying. We came out of the gates ready to go and put a lot of pressure on them, made it awfully tough on them, and we got to them.
When we play the right way, we're tough to play against. That's our comfort zone. We got to keep pushing that pace out there. It's one game. We've got one left. It's a huge one to get here, and we know it's going to be a tough one, right? So, great effort. Good job.
The key to our team, the strength of our team, is in our balance. We don't necessarily rely on any 1, 2, or 3 guys each and every night to help us win.
It wasn't just a bunch of top guys leading the way. I mean, everybody chipped in at different points. It was unbelievable how every line, 1 through 4, seemed to have big moments where they made a big difference.
Boy, they're not just doing a job on the Rangers. They're sending a bit of a message to the rest of the league that the team that closed out the regular season red hot is ready to do more business in the playoffs.
What I really loved about our group was it was a team in the true sense. Everybody at some particular point in time made a significant contribution to helping this group win.
After the Penguins were eliminated by the Rangers in the playoffs each of the last 2 years, they turn the tables here in 2016. They win the series 4-1.
Without question, the best team in the league the entire season. Going into the playoffs, if you're going to come out of the East, you've got to go through Washington.
Going into the Pens Capitals series, it seemed like you felt obligated to talk Sidney Crosby and Alex Ovechkin because of the 2009 series, because they've been the two faces of the league for the last decade. But the funny thing was, there was so much else going on in that series. It was the powerhouse Washington Capitals going up against their rivals, and the best chance maybe ever for the Caps to not only win a Stanley Cup, but to beat the Penguins in the Stanley Cup playoffs.
TJ Oshie and Justin Williams, great pickups. It was a different Washington Capitals team this time around.
It was the Pittsburgh Penguins with their new cast of characters against this Washington Capital juggernaut.
Ovechkin got the puck into the middle. Oshie scores! Attaboy out!
They had won the President's Trophy, so there was this feeling that they were unbeatable.
They score! Capitals win in overtime!
T.J. Oshie, 3 goals, and Washington wins game 1 4-3.
And yet, I think the Penguins believed in their hearts that they had become a team to beat. They just had to go out there on the ice and prove it.
Game 2 was a test for the Penguins as the Caps began to intensify their physical play.
Right from the start, they came out and tried to bang us and run us out of the building.
And a penalty is coming up. Brooks Orpik lit Olli Mata right up.
Brooks Orpik became kind of a lightning rod and a central figure in that series without doing the things that had made him a central figure, for instance, when the Penguins won the Cup in '09.
Devastating and late, absolutely.
I have a lot of respect for Brooks Orpik, but that was not a good hit.
With Mata in the trainer's room, his teammate sought retribution on the scoreboard.
Looks got a man in front. There he is. Hagelin shoots and scores, and the Penguins take a 1-0 lead. Taken down by Malkin again. Malkin in front. Score!
The Penguins evened the series, and Brooks Orpik was suspended 3 games. As the teams moved north, Pittsburgh hoped to exploit the loss of one of the Caps' leaders.
The Capitals weren't particularly deep on defense. The Penguins take advantage of that.
We needed to break out of our zone cleaner and hang on to pucks longer so that they couldn't get in and wear our guys down.
The Pens built a 3-0 lead in Game 3 and weathered a late Washington surge to hang on for the win. But the victory came at a cost. Chris Letang was suspended 1 game for his hit on Marcus Johansson.
When you miss Chris Letang, you're missing a lot. He's our general back there. He's our most experienced defenseman.
When we can't have Chris Letang play games and he can't be on the ice for 30 minutes a night, that's something that really hinders our team.
With Letang out, the Penguins depended on Trevor Daley to help anchor their blue line.
Trevor brought so much. His skating, his puck handling, he was able to help jumpstart our forwards and our offense.
Hornquist brings it on, got it to Daley, and a shot blocked out. Stanley score! Trevor Daley, it's tied.
He's the man that had to elevate, and he does.
The perseverance to have hurdles like a Chris Letang out of the lineup and still find a way to win a game. A lot of teams would have unraveled. The Penguins did not.
Crosby comes over, he's got the puck, gives it to Daley, trying to walk in. On the left side for Shearer, who covered nicely. Throw it back in front, it comes off a stick, picked up in the fans, they score! Hornquist from the right side, that's won it for the Penguins in overtime!
It's great to see that puck went in, and then you know you win the game, and we're up 3-1 here, and yeah, good feeling.
Back in the nation's capital, the Washington power play scored twice. And the regular season champions avoided elimination.
Brooks Orpik was revered in this town for almost a decade. Won a Stanley Cup here. Not really liked right now. He returns from a 3-game suspension.
With Orpik back in the lineup, the Penguins needed a spark from their energy line of Carl Hagelin, Nick Bonino, and Phil Kessel, collectively known as the HBK line.
Well, it came together when Malkin got hurt in the regular season, and we were trying to put combinations together that we thought could help us continue to try to generate offense and be a difficult team to play against.
They got a little bit of everything: speed, skill, smarts, and a guy that could, shoot the puck from anywhere on the ice and bury it.
Haglin's pass, carried back in by Kessel. Kessel the shot, he scores!
We went and got Phil Kessel as a guy to play next to Sidney Crosby, and he ended up, kind of formulating his own line with Bones and Haggy, and a line that people were calling our third line, but I think throughout the course of the playoffs, we're our best line.
Take a penalty behind the play on Brooks Orpik getting a stick up, and it's going to be a 4-minute penalty.
Kessel again moving on in. He scored!
You came to the rink every day with a smile on your face, and you loved being here because you knew that your line was going to be a big part.
Given to the outside for a shot. Score! Hagelin with a deflection, 3-0.
We just kind of figured out how each other played, you know, and what each other's strengths were and what they like to do out there.
2 goals, 33 seconds apart. Kessel, Hagelin.
We honestly never once had like a meeting or talked about hockey for the most part. We just played and didn't really worry about it.
Down 3-0, the Caps didn't fold. TJ Oshie and Justin Williams got Washington within 1. And as the clock ticked away in the third, something strange happened.
The puck is flipped up out of play. Is there a penalty here? There is.
Well, it's never happened in the history of the game, so none of us had ever seen it.
Can't get there. Another try is blocked up high.
Penalty. Another one, absolutely. Nick Bonino.
I don't know what I was thinking when I shot the puck out. You can see by my reaction on the ice, I almost fall to the ice. I'm almost about doing a push-up.
He moves to the right side, back to Carlson, slapper, score. We're tied at 3.
Throughout any course of a playoff run, there's going to be adversity. There's going to be tons of interesting situations you probably haven't been in your life just due to the pressure, the immense pressure of playoff hockey.
Williams pressed by Cole, and Cole clears it out of play into the Penguins bench area on a defense. Another one.
I think it's another one.
I don't know. It's hard to explain it.
I mean, everybody on the bench couldn't believe it. It was unbelievable.
To have 3 penalties like that in a row in a playoff game, bizarre, crazy.
You guys are looking around like, are you kidding me?
3 in a row.
I've never seen it.
We didn't even know what to do. Luckily, we were able to get out of there with just giving up the 1.
And this game is headed for sudden death overtime. The Capitals trying to send this back to Washington for Game 7.
Could have unraveled. It could have been one of those situations that was the undoing of the Penguins, but instead, it created this adversity for them to overcome.
Handshakes, anyone? Game 7, anyone?
To an open side, Hagelin goes to the net. Here's Phil Kessel out in front. Carl Hagelin shoots, scores! Nick Bonino!
That was one of the craziest games I've ever been a part of.
And all the President's Trophy men couldn't put Humpty together again.
Maybe that win wouldn't have been as sweet if we don't blow a 3-0 lead and then win it in overtime.
We really wanted to get past that one. We knew how big of a test it was going to be.
After Washington, I think we have more confidence and we know we can beat any team.
You know, coming off of a very emotional win against the Washington Capitals, the Penguins weren't satisfied.
You know, as a coach, what you hope for is that what you're preaching resonates and that they respond and they believe.
Mike has stressed, you know, from day one, just being a resilient group. So I think there's a lot of belief, you know, a lot of trust and a lot of confidence. So that should serve us well as we keep going here.
There it is. There it is. That's the right idea. That's the right idea.
The Penguins are finally getting healthy and playing a Lightning team, no Stamkos and Strawman. But they still have so many great players. And, you know, the Penguins knew they would have to play their best hockey if they were going to beat Tampa.
We got to hit the reset button, okay? It's a new challenge. It's a new series. We got to be ready to start off on the right foot. It starts with game 1. We got to grab a hold of it, okay? Good job today.
From Consol Energy Center in Pittsburgh, it's the Stanley Cup Playoffs Eastern Conference Final opening game.
Listen, let's embrace it. Game 1. It's one game in front of us. Let's make sure we play the right way, keep our shifts short here, and we'll keep our energy up. Let's have a night here.
The Lightning are a really good team. They went to the Stanley Cup Final last year. Plus, the Penguins had not beaten them in the regular season. So anybody who thought that they weren't a formidable foe wasn't really paying attention.
That was a different matchup than some of our other opponents in the playoffs because they were similar to us. They played a speed game, they have a skill game, they have a quick transition game as well, and they have some dynamic people.
Good net, boys.
Early in the first period, Tampa Bay, already hobbled with injuries, was dealt another blow.
Bishop's hurt.
He is hurt.
Oh, he's in a lot of pain.
After Bishop got hurt, you know, then they switched to Vasilevsky. He was unbelievable.
It's not easy coming in unexpectedly with all this pressure and all the focus on a playoff series.
Lifted by Vasilevsky's red-hot play, Tampa Bay's offense began a fervent onslaught.
Big Noah got it through Murray, and it's 1-0 Tampa Bay.
They were really fast, and I think they caught us by surprise a little bit.
Here's Filppula. Fire, save, rebound, score!
You know, their quick strike ability was probably the most dangerous we saw in the playoffs.
Drew, and he shoots and scores, and it's 3-0 Tampa.
Tampa was the most opportunistic team that I've ever seen. And they only needed 2 or 3 scoring opportunities, and they didn't miss.
And the horn sounds, and the Lightning have won game number 1, 3-1.
Be ready to skate here, boys. Gotta be ready to skate here.
In Game 2, the Penguins sought a better start.
Over! Side right!
And relentlessly attacked Vasilevsky. But the Lightning wouldn't go away.
In and out of the net it went, and Druin makes it 2-2.
Go back at him.
Heading into overtime, Pittsburgh followed the lead of their captain.
Sidney Crosby, you know, he has this aura around him, and he feels the responsibility to lead his team and to be the guy that everybody expects him to be. He's on a mission to win a Stanley Cup.
You know, Sid is a great leader. You know, his on-ice play speaks for itself. And it seemed like the bigger the moments, the bigger the games, he elevated to a level that teams couldn't keep up with.
Well, behind you! Hey! Get there!
Into the Tampa zone goes to Crosby. He shoots and scores! Sidney Crosby wins it! Oh, stuff the car, Mabel! The Penguins win in overtime!
He's a guy that leads by example, and everybody knows that. He rises everybody else's spirits up, makes it that much easier to go to the rink and play every day and work that hard.
The hard work by Crosby and his teammates perpetuated in Game 3, where the captain continued to push his team closer to the Cup Final.
You never see him veer off course. The defense, the checking, and doing all these little things that lead to goals.
It's Crosby, a shot, he scores!
That's the mark of a leader, and absolutely incredible what he's been able to do.
And the Penguins are up 2 games to 1.
Great job going back under pressure. Murr, solid. Phil, unbelievable job tonight, but this guy's warrior. Forney.
In Game 4, the defending Eastern Conference champions intensified their forecheck and dominated the early play.
Here we go, boys. Gotta be ready to play. Bones, your line. Bones, up next. You play in front of them, they're gonna stop you all night. Help him. Yes, gee, that's a good hit. Stay. Oh my God almighty. Watch.
We're not the biggest group, we're not the most physical group. They knocked us a lot because we weren't big and because we weren't physical.
Trevor Daley is shaken up and can't get to his feet.
We dominated that series when it came to shots, when it came to scoring chances. The only place we didn't dominate was the scoreboard.
This might be a time to get work for Marc-Andre Fleury.
I remember clearly after the third game, we're winning 2-1. People are talking about the parade and winning the cup, and then we lose the next game.
4 seconds and 3. Scramble around in front, the puck pushed behind, and the series is even.
In addition to the defeat on the ice, Pittsburgh lost Trevor Daley for the remainder of the playoffs with a broken ankle. In Game 5, things didn't get any easier for the Penguins.
Score! Kucherov!
Let's get it moving. Let's get it moving.
Left side got a man, Garrison. Wrist in and scores! Garrison wins it for Tampa on a wrist shot 53 seconds in and gives Tampa the lead in the series 3-2.
Even though we were down in the series, we didn't waver, we didn't change anything. You know, I think the belief really set in that we could accomplish anything.
Facing elimination for the first time, Coach Sullivan elected to go back to Matt Murray between the pipes.
Let's play for each other. It's not about X's and O's tonight, right? It's about your heart and it's about your mind, okay?
From the puck drop, the Lightning controlled the play and broke through the Pittsburgh defense. Jonathan Drouin was left unchecked.
And it's centered around in front. Score! Drouin!
If it's offside.
But the Penguins challenged the goal.
We want to challenge the offside.
I'm communicating with Andy Saucier, our video coach, and then Andy said, I think it's worth the challenge. You know, and you want to make sure because those challenges are important, right? You only get one.
Either way this goes, we just keep playing, right?
We liked our odds. We felt that it was offside, and Mike Sullivan challenged that call.
After video review, it's been determined the play is offside. We have no goal.
I think it kind of took some momentum from them.
Hey, let's do something with it now. Let's get going here.
Well, you look at every team that's won the Stanley Cup, they've had little moments, whether it's a call, a bounce, a break, whatever it might be. And for the Penguins, that might be the one right there because if you're going to win the Stanley Cup, you need to have breaks like that.
Send one for Kessel. They score!
Yeah, what a goal!
Yeah, boys.
Now we can go get it. Come on.
He scores! And this series is going to take 7 games.
You know, these are situations you dream of, you know, growing up, and we showed what we can do in that type of situation, so we just got to do it again.
Thanks, buddy. Let's go get it here, boys.
Yeah.
Let's go get it. One more.
Anyone who knows Pittsburgh Penguins history knows that home Game 7s are synonymous with major disappointment. I mean, some of the most heartbreaking losses in franchise history have been in home Game 7s.
We're knocking on the door, let's knock it down. At the end of the day, it doesn't matter that what their team does, right? This game's about one team, and that's this team.
And we are underway with Game 7.
Go! Go!
Tampa Bay drew inspiration from the return of their captain, Steven Stamkos.
We weren't worried about who they were going to put in the lineup. We wanted to go out and dictate the pace of play our game.
Gains the zone, dropped into Kunitz. On now for Rusty. Scores!
That first goal, I was just coming in right up the middle, and I was just yelling for the puck, and Kunitz put it right on my tape, and I was able to fire it where I was looking, and I was lucky enough that it went in.
The Lightning, as they had all series, responded.
Drouin, a shot, he scores! And the game is tied at 1.
The tie was short-lived, and 30 seconds later, a hero was born.
Lovejoy slung one that went wide off the board.
It didn't really sink in. I was just happy that we were going to the Stanley Cup Finals, and then Nick Bonino grabbed me on the ice. He goes, how does it feel to be a Pittsburgh hero now? And I was kind of confused. I looked at him like, what are you talking about? And then it kind of sank in a little bit.
2 seconds and 1. The Penguins are going to the final.
Great job.
I think that the true character of our group was sort of revealed there Game 6 and 7 when we had our backs against the wall. Winning those 2 to close it out was awesome. I mean, that was a tough series.
When you're part of something that's bigger than yourself, it's a special feeling. And I know these guys have it right now.
In the Stanley Cup Final, Pittsburgh welcomed the Western Conference champion, San Jose Sharks. In the first round, the Sharks exorcised the demons of a 2014 playoff collapse by eliminating the rival Los Angeles Kings.
Score! The Sharks have won the series in 5 games.
In round 2, San Jose bested the Nashville Predators with a dominant performance in Game 7.
Listen to the crowd roar. The Sharks have a ticket to St. Louis.
In the conference final, they vanquished the St. Louis Blues to advance to the championship round.
Leaves for Kachero, then across the score. He scores!
For the first time in history, the San Jose Sharks will advance to the Stanley Cup Final.
We hadn't seen San Jose since probably around Christmas time. They were a team kind of like us that had improved a lot as the year went on.
We knew that they were on a mission to try to win a cup for Joe Thornton and Marleau. They have a lot of depth. They're a dangerous team.
You've worked your asses off to get to this point, right? We have to have controlled emotion. We need laser focus. Regardless of what happens out there, good or bad, we just play. That's what we've done all season. Let's play fast, let's play fearless, and let's have a relentless attack here, all right? Let's go get game 1.
Lots of talk, boys, lots of talk.
It's a hockey night in Pittsburgh. Tonight from the Gazol Energy Center, the National Hockey League presents the 2016 Stanley Cup Final, the Pittsburgh Penguins against the San Jose Sharks.
Here we go, gang. Be ready to play here.
Over, hard!
I think game 1 we started off great.
Hey, go, hey!
We had a lot of energy.
Go, drive!
Hey, set. Behind you, Sid. Hang on to that puck. This is where you got to make them play.
Off a breakout, I was trying to cut through the middle of the ice and made a pass to Schultz, and he tried to rip one on net, and it kind of got deflected a few times.
Schultz's shot knocked out.
Bounced right to my stick with an open net. And
Ryan Rust from 15 feet, and the Penguins take a 1-0 lead.
I wasn't going to make a mistake with that one.
Now get that dog off my lawn. The Rusty Razor does it again.
The Penguins continued to challenge and within moments found another opening.
Get it through.
And this one goes back down, and Crosby will win the race to it. Crosby able to scoop it away. It's to Sheary.
For me, it felt like I hadn't scored in a month. I didn't score in the previous 2 series.
Score!
It was a boost for me, and it helped build my confidence for the series going forward.
Connor Sheary from the right wing circle. Drills it by Martin Jones from 24. 2-0 Pittsburgh.
It's just a matter of time before San Jose finds their stride.
I think it's going to be easy because they got no idea here. Let's go.
The Sharks dictated the pace early and were rewarded within the first minute of the period.
A penalty is coming up, and this one will be against the Penguins.
An opportunity for a very, very good power play coming up for San Jose.
We can't play off them. Stay in their face.
The biggest challenge for us playing the Sharks probably be their power play. I saw a lot of clips with them scoring goals, and we knew that that was going to be a big part of it.
Donskoy side of the net. Hurdle tried to jam it, and he scores! They have scored on the power play. It is 2-1 in favor of the Penguins on a goal by the Sharks.
They're a good team too, eh? We're going to be fine.
Stay with it here, gang. Stay with it.
While Pittsburgh dominated play for most of the game, the momentum began to shift as the clock wound down in the second. Patrick Marleau, a Shark for his entire 18-year career, collected the puck and made an unexpected power move in the period's final minutes.
Score! It's Marleau, and the game is tied.
Hey, it's not going to be easy. Let's go. We got it.
The teams traded chances in the third period, but both goaltenders were equal to the task.
There is Orquist, and he can't beat Jones.
Come on, boys. Go, go, go.
Save made by Jones. Drive, getting a piece of it with Murray.
In the period's final moments, Pittsburgh mounted one final push.
Score! Benito! Benito, Benito, 3. San Jose 2.
That first game really, I think, said a lot about how good the Penguins really are. I think the Penguins very quickly established that this could be a series that's going to be either very evenly played or that maybe the Penguins could win convincingly.
You know, we certainly didn't want to go into this series with a wait-and-see approach. We wanted to try to go out and dictate the terms. And I thought our guys did that tonight.
I think everyone felt it out there tonight that it was another level, and you know, for us being able to start here at home and getting the start we did was good. You know, to get that energy and you know get rid of some of those nerves. So it helps a lot. You're able to get some confidence early and generate some things.
Before Game 2, the Pittsburgh locker room was brimming with excitement over news of a new addition to the Penguins family.
His best moment, I think, in my life. You know, I have a child right now. You know, he's healthy. It's all good. I hope he give me a little bit more power. And now we play final. It's two best moments in my life.
I'm not gonna say this too often, but if you hit that 6x4, yep.
From Pittsburgh, it's Stanley Cup Final, Game 2. Who has learned the most since Monday? We'll find out.
From the start, Game 2 was tight checking as San Jose created pressure early.
One!
They can skate, not quite as fast as Tampa was, but they have a bit of a hybrid game because they're big and they're strong.
Get in! Get in!
I think the key is just not backing down physically.
Turning and spinning one around in front, it kicked back into Matt Murray, and he holds on.
That was one thing they had on us, was their size. They were a lot bigger and stronger than we were.
And that's it on the first period.
We got a pressure! We got a pressure! Go, go, go!
We try to pursue the puck up the ice. We try to force their top players to have to play defense.
Help them!
Kessel tried to return and give it away, but Kessel couldn't take the gift pass. And then it's given away. Bonino, side of the net, score! Kessel!
And what a creative play by Bonino. 1-0 Pittsburgh. HBK bringing it.
The Kessel goal momentarily energized the Penguins, but San Jose re-established momentum in the third period.
Let's go to work here.
Backhanded one, that skipped across off of Murray.
We just have to play here. We can't get caught up in the emotion.
Come on, man, bear down here.
You know, when there was things that happened out there, we were able to just kind of let it go and move on.
And we told our players that if we play that game, we're not giving ourselves the best chance to win.
Oh, we're one shot away here. Let's go.
Braun a shot. He scores!
Off the post and in. Justin Braun ties the game up at 1.
Keep playing. We've been here before. Give it to him. Give it to him. Go, go. Go, 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 go.
"60 have been played, and it has not been adequate to decide this one.
Here we go, boys, hey? We'll play all night if we have to, hey? Play till 2 in the morning. I got nothing to do tonight.
We really wanted to win the first 2 games at home. We know how difficult it is to play in San Jose. You never want to take a chance in overtime. You want to try to finish it as soon as you can.
Sid came up to me and all the other guys on the ice and just told us where to go and what to do.
You know, I just told him we're probably going to do some type of a one-timer. I think he was looking for the puck from me, but it ended up coming from Tanger, so it was kind of surprising him a little bit, but that shot through the screen.
A shot, he scores!
You know, a perfect shot.
The Penguins have won it, and ladies and gentlemen, Elvis has just left the building.
Hey, great job. Great job. We were the better team all night. We just got to stay with it, okay? It's a huge win. We're going to travel to San Jose, and then we're going to go there and do what we do. All right? Great job.
Just relax. We play cards here. Phil's the worst for sure. We have a little fun, kind of decompress after the games. It's obviously more fun after a win. Wow. But to be able to come onto the plane with the guys, everyone's smiling, having a good time, it's always fun.
I thought last game our mindset and our attitude, the way we played was really good. We were really determined, and we're happy where we're at.
We know that the real challenge is still ahead of us. They're going to be coming out flying in their home rink.
For San Jose Sharks fans, this is it. An opportunity to see a Stanley Cup Final game played in Northern California for the first time in a quarter century.
The fact that it was their first trip to the Stanley Cup Final, their fans were into it more than maybe others. It was great to play in front of that kind of energy, and it really excites you, you know.
We have to have a killer instinct. Let's have a good start, and let's feed off the energy in this building. Embrace it here. Here we go.
It's a fun building to play in. It's incredibly loud.
That building was rocking. I thought the roof was going to come off.
But we kind of enjoyed it. I think we embraced the moment.
Puck drop, we're underway. Crosby, the Penguins, and Penguins control. The Penguins charge in, putting pressure on.
I think we did a good job of matching their intensity.
Let's not get too cute down there. Put it on the net.
We really showed them that this is not going to be an easy game.
Fair, a shot that went wide. And then a shot, score! Yeah! Yes! Lovejoy let it go. It becomes the first goal of the game.
Great shot, Benny! The puck was on edge when Ben Lovejoy let it go. So this thing is dipping and diving. You can probably see the commissioner's autograph on there. That's how slow it was going.
But the Pittsburgh momentum was fleeting as the Sharks fed off the energy of the raucous hometown crowd.
They're a tremendous team. They've got a lot of balance, very much like our team.
Swept to the back and Braun with it. Braun a shot, he scores!
Skillful play by Braun, and then the quick release. Murray never moves till the puck hits the back of the net.
As the second period began, San Jose continued to attack.
Tierney's got a man alone in front. Save made by Murray on Ward.
They had some pretty good depth at forward and some really dynamic players offensively.
Here's a 2-on-1. Couture moving in. Couture a shot. Hit the post. Rebound would not go. The Iron has come up large yet again against the Sharks.
Great job, Mark. Great saves, buddy.
As they often do in hockey, missed opportunities at one end of the ice lead to costly consequences at the other.
He scores! May have been deflected in front, but in the final minute of the second period, the Penguins have broken the tie.
Patrick Hornquist's goal put Pittsburgh on the verge of a commanding 3-0 lead.
Best period of the playoffs. Best period of the playoffs. Everybody's best.
Third period is underway.
San Jose is stunned right now. They need something to get this crowd into it, and they need something to get their team into it. Keep pushing here. It's coming. Keep pushing.
3 shots on goal on this power play that's had some verve.
Go, go. Hurry, hurry, hurry.
Yeah! Score! Ward!
Joel Ward's goal sent the series to its second consecutive overtime.
The next goal wins.
Relax, relax.
Hagman shooting deflected, stopped by Jones.
Come on, boys, come on, hit! Everyone, hit, everyone!
Donskoy goes around behind and a shot. He scores!
Getting those 2 wins at home and then falling in overtime in Game 3 was so important for us to get to Game 4 and get momentum back. That was our goal going in there after we won Games 1 and 2, that we needed to get at least one of these games in order to try and put the nail in the coffin.
Let's stay with the same game plan, okay? Let's execute. We need attitude from everybody.
One of the things we tried to preach to our players all year long was we wanted to establish an identity.
Don't worry about what they're gonna do. Let's initiate right from the drop of the puck. It starts with our physical play, and it starts with our skating.
When we go play a team on any given night, what's their coach saying about the Pittsburgh Penguins? You know, hey guys, we're playing Pittsburgh tonight and this is what they are. If 29 teams are saying the same thing, then we've established an identity for ourselves.
It was a big moment. Just thinking about if you go back to Pittsburgh's 2-2, or you go back to Pittsburgh leading 3-1, able to have a chance to get the series done, it's a big difference.
There's the drop of the puck. The play is underway.
Finish, people, when we get a chance. Speed, speed. Go, go.
Kessel peeling off and shot one save. Cole scores! His first ever Stanley Cup playoff goal.
Anytime you can score, you're helping your team. It's certainly not my primary role, but especially come playoff time, the top guys kind of cancel each other out, and you need that secondary scoring to step up.
Anytime you can have defensemen who normally don't score goals step up, it just gives everybody else an extra boost.
Hey, let's keep going, boys, keep going.
It is walked ahead by Kessel. Shoved one around in front. Score! Malkin was at the side of the net, and it is 2-0 Penguins.
Now we go. Great job, boys, great job.
We obviously had the upper hand in the series, but you know, they didn't go down. They kept on swinging away.
Fortunately for the Penguins, their goaltender was equal to the task.
Sharks starting a surge here. Donskoy with a shot, and that one shrugged away by Matt Murray.
To come and excel on this level, on this magnitude, he always rose to the occasion.
Turn back over to Spaulding, and a shot ricocheted off the pipe.
He's so calm and collected back there. He's mature beyond his years.
Couture, and that one is blocked up high by Murray.
It's just a brick wall for us.
Couture got a man going to the net. Marlowe shooting, big save. Murray saving the game for Matt Murray right there.
Definitely a big, big reason we're here right now.
Down by Murray, but into traffic. Here's Marlowe. Fed with a Pavelski save. Donskoy, a good shot, better save by Murray from close.
It's pretty amazing for a young guy to have that maturity, put his head down and give us a chance to win.
Off the left side of Hagelin, got a man going to the net. Here's Fair shooting, scoring! Eric Fair wristing the puck by Martin Jones. That is it. The Penguins are up in the series, 3-1, winning game 4, 3-1.
Going up 3-1 is a huge mental hurdle for the other team. That put us in the driver's seat.
What a shot! Gutsy. It's a gutsy effort. You know, we're playing suffocating defense. They're getting frustrated. We got to continue to play that way. When we play on our toes, we play in their face. For me, that's when we're at our best. Awesome stuff.
We kind of wanted to respond after that Game 3 loss on the road, and we thought if we could take one there and have a chance to win the Cup at home, that would be huge for us.
Now we go home and we finish this job. Really good stuff, all right?
Yeah.
Great job.
Pittsburgh's a great sports town. They're proud of their teams here. It's important, I think, for us to represent that. You see this, the masses of people everywhere.
And seeing all the people outside the rink 3 or 4 hours before the game.
You know, come home with that excitement and that energy that, man, you know, we can close this out here.
From Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania and Consol Energy Center, Game 5 for the Stanley Cup. The Penguins leading the Sharks 3-1.
And as a player, you don't want your mind to drift and think too far ahead. You know you've got to win that last game, but it's hard not to when you see, what's going on in the city.
Better team here, Blackhawks.
There are 19,000 in this place hoping to take part in a celebration.
That first period was quite an eye-opener.
Played around now, and it's Burns' shot! He scores!
Nice shot! Hey, nice forecheck, Melker. Attaboy.
Score! A deflection by Couture! And it is 2-0.
To give up 2 early ones, then to get back in it.
We're okay, Black. Hey!
Taken along and rifled over to Malkin. Delays. Score!
Go at him! Go at him!
Taken by Benito. And a shot. Score! 2 goals in 22 seconds.
Come on! We're good here. We're good.
Shoved one around in front. And a shot. Score! It's 3-2 in favor of the Sharks.
We still threw a lot of pucks at them. We played well. And them scoring late in the third.
Net empty. Pavelski scores!
It was disappointing.
And there will be a game coming up on Sunday in San Jose.
It was difficult. We wanted to win that one really bad. Jones was unbelievable. He made some incredible saves. They got a good start, and we just couldn't find a way to kind of get back into it.
It was a tough one. It really stung. It hurt a lot of us. That's what makes the playoffs so hard, is because it feels like, man, we're home. We should win this. This is our moment here, and it just didn't happen.
Our mindset going into Game 6 was to play the same way we played the last 55 minutes of Game 5.
After Game 5, we almost felt like we won the game because we played so well. We knew going into Game 6 we had another opportunity ahead of us. We just had to go forward with it.
I think it almost helps us that we're on the road. The distractions are pretty much gone and focused on just winning one more hockey game.
Everybody had the confidence that we're going to get it done today.
It'll be a grind, boys. It's going to be worth it, though. Be skating, helping each other, talking out there. Yeah. Let's fight for every inch out here, boys.
All right. So we're here we are again. We got to play fast and fearless, right? Penguins hockey. Let's just play the game the right way, shift by shift, regardless of what happens, momentum swings, we just play. They can't handle your speed, okay? Our shift lengths are going to be really important so that we can push that pace. Everybody's got to buy in here, okay? Everybody's got to buy in. Penguins hockey, fast and fearless, chipping bodies, attention to detail, okay? Let's get this thing done here. Enough is enough. Yeah.
Come on, let's go, you freaking animal. Go on, Bearsy, huh?
Here in San Jose, it is raucous. It is loud.
Come on. Hey!
We came out strong, which was kind of our goal.
Dumoulin waits, fires, score! And it's 1-0.
Dumo, he really took his game to another level this playoffs and solidified, our back end for us.
Tierney's pass, and here comes Ward on a breakaway. Moves in and a sliding denial by Kunin. opponents. Turned across the net, mouth wide.
Stay in there, D! Come on, Cooney!
Pittsburgh continued their relentless pressure and pace.
Play fast, play fast!
But one man stood in their way, San Jose's goaltender, Martin Jones.
Sherry fed to Crosby. Save, rebound, bounced around in front. Kessel a shot. Crosby side of the net denied by Jones. Taken on by Sherry. Oh, and what a save by Jones on Sherry!
We outchanced him in almost, I think, every single game we played him by quite a bit. He's very aggressive. He plays really big in the net, and there's really not much to shoot at. He kept them in every single game.
Hey, it's fine. We got chances, boys. We're good. Keep going.
With Jones holding them in, San Jose's offense steered the momentum on a rare Pittsburgh turnover.
Here's Couture. Score!
The Penguins with some tired players on the ice, and then the quick hands of Logan Couture.
Right back at it now. Right back at it here. Come on, boys.
But it didn't take long for the Penguins to refocus.
A shot, score! It's Letang! It's 2-1!
What a response by the Pittsburgh Penguins. Crosby to Letang. What an effort by Letang.
We couldn't have done this without Chris. He was spectacular, and he makes everybody better.
He skate perfect, shoot perfect, think perfect, and everything.
Go, go!
Back at it, boys, back at it.
Sherry marches in a 3-on-2 toe drag, and a shot, save Jones. Rebound, they jam away at it, and Jones has it. Attack met by resistance through 2 periods of play in Game 6.
Only 20 minutes separated the Pittsburgh Penguins and the franchise's 4th Stanley Cup.
Let's go on, right at them, right at them. That's right, boys. Come on here, boys, come on here.
Go, 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 go.
And when you look at that third period in San Jose, I think they had 2 shots. The short shift, the commitment to playing the right way, doing the right things was phenomenal.
In the battle.
We all knew that we needed to be really good as a team defense.
Stay up, defense.
Our guys individually got back there and made great plays and getting the puck out of the threatening area that made our team so successful.
All you're thinking at that point is just stop the puck. They made my job pretty easy. I only had to make 1 save there in the last couple minutes.
Nice play, Murr. Nice play.
Stay in there, D!
Coming to the bench is Jones. The extra attacker is out.
No goalie!
Knocked down by Crosby. Sent back out now to Hornquist. Hornquist with the net empty. He scores!
Yeah!
Still a minute, still a minute, still a minute. We still got 1.
I think we all took a huge breath and then went nuts on the bench. It was the coolest feeling I've ever had playing hockey.
The minute after Horny scored that goal, it felt like forever, and we were all jumping around and excited on the bench, and coach had to calm us down.
Hey, hey, stay with it!
Vlasic a shot. Knocked down in front, picked up by Crosby. Lobbed down the ice.
When you finally realize that you're going to be a Stanley Cup champion and you know that they can't score enough goals here, that you're going to do it, it's an unbelievable feeling.
The 2016 Stanley Cup champion, the Pittsburgh Penguins.
We really didn't exhale on the bench until that final buzzer. When that went off, I can't even put into words the emotions that go through you.
I told you. Yeah! Pretty good start.
I think you just appreciate how hard it is to win it, and so many things need to go right. We've had teams other years that, probably
felt like more of a favorite kind of going into the playoffs. That didn't work out.
Serious, man. Great series. Great series. Congrats, Serious, thanks. Good job, buddy. Thanks.
Great series. You played terrific. Awesome stuff, man. Awesome stuff.
Appreciate that.
Played unbelievable.
Thank you.
Unbelievable.
You coached pretty good, too. Oh, there she is, baby!
It's the hardest trophy in all of sports to win. It's the captain's honor to hoist the Stanley Cup.
A picture, and it's his.
Yeah! Woo!
When I went out there and congratulated him, he was like, "You're getting it first," and it's pretty cool.
For someone who's played as long as he has, I knew it was tough for him not being able to play in the finals and having to watch. And I know his mom had told him, she wanted to see him lift the cup, and it'd just be nice to, to have her see that.
You know what? It's just magic when you grab it and you lift it up. I've been through quite a bit in the last 3 years, and just to be out there, I knew where about my family was in the stands, and I want to lift it right in front of them, so I skated down, and that was pretty much the last time I would put my jersey on, and lifting it was special.
We all felt like we really deserved this, and we felt like we were the best team, and I was so proud of all my teammates, and it's just that moment that you've dreamed of your whole life.
That looks like the best moment in the world, and it was. Kissing that cup and just screaming out loud was a relief for sure.
I mean, it's a real special moment. You dream about it as a kid, and to be able to lift it is, it's hard to describe.
The ups, the downs, the frustrations, and then the elation at the end is something that is the most treasured part of it.
I made sure to look at the camera when I had it. I think that's what some of the guys were saying. Make sure when you're passing the cameraman, look at him so you get a good shot. And I was trying to find my wife and child up in the stands and kind of hold it up to them, because a lot of the credit goes to them. They've gone through a lot with me.
First thing I remember, it was heavy, really heavy. I didn't think it was going to be that heavy. It's kind of a blackout almost when you do it.
If you told me I would be a Stanley Cup champion at the start of this year, I probably would have told you you're crazy.
We were all kind of standing in a group when everyone else was going around with the cup, kind of reminiscing on who would have thought all of us would be here at the beginning of the year when we were in Wilkes.
I mean, we kind of grew up together in the organization. To see how far we've all come in the last few years is pretty exciting, and share it with those guys just makes everything so much more special.
I have Stanley Cup. Yeah, everything is perfect right now.
I just knew we were going to win. The whole third period, I knew we were going to win. I could feel it. You don't win that trophy unless you've got tons of character in your room, and we have it in abundance. And I think those were the thoughts that were going through our mind as a coaching staff when we were watching our guys hoist that cup.
Forgot what that felt like.
You feel pretty special and honored to be able to play in a city that cares so much about the team.
It was great, man. It's exactly how I remembered it last time, so it's awesome.
It's those kind of things that make it so great to play here.
To see that many people cheering for you, being part of that. I had to videotape most of it myself so I could go home and watch it later.
Pittsburgh's just such a great sports town, very special.
Bonino, 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 Nick Bonino!
Haggy and I just want to say what a pleasure it was to play with the legend, Phil Kessel. Our pleasure.
It's a true honor. No one's better than Phil. Phil the Thrill.
You guys are what make it so special to play here. It's a special town. Obviously, this group of guys, we knew we had to get it back here, so thanks very much for all your support. It's been an incredible run. We're happy it's back in Pittsburgh.
It's a very close-knit community. It means a lot to the city and to the people of Pittsburgh.
To see them all come together in one place, 400,000, and shout out the thank yous and the appreciation and the respect they have for the team, that was really special.
What do you say we take this down to the river and party all summer?
We wouldn't be standing here if it wasn't for the support of you fans. All I say is, let's do this again next year.